What makes WPX different from any other web hosting provider on the market? Well, they claim it's their speed and quality of support. I claim it's… well, you're gonna find out. But this is how the dashboard looks once you're inside. Honestly, not very intuitive, but it really doesn't need to be, because all you need to do is navigate to your website management and fill out the WordPress login information you want to use for your site. That's it. WordPress gets installed automatically, SSL certificates get installed automatically, and your domain, that you need to purchase separately by the way, points to your newly created website right away. Right after this process is done, you already have the starter WordPress template online and ready to be edited. But I just loaded up a website backup I always use for testing. It's this pre-made template that looks nice, but in general it's quite unoptimized for speed. Then I ran a GTmetrix speed to see how well WPX handles this. And just as expected, the performance wasn't all that good. My website loaded in 2.2 seconds, and if I'm paying $25 a month, I'm really looking for those less than 1 second load times. However, the slow speed wasn't exactly WPX's fault. You see, website speed is measured in 2 instances. One, how fast the server responds, that's called the TTFB, and 2, how fast the website files load once the server responds and starts loading the site. WPX server responded lightning fast, 38 milliseconds. For reference, everything below 100 milliseconds is absolutely the best you can get. So the problem is with my website, meaning I could get better performance if I optimized it correctly. Luckily, WPX offers free optimization services. So I decided to contact them, give them my website logins, and see what they could do for me. They said that the optimizations are performed within 72 hours. I expected it to be on the faster side, but in the end, it took them 95 hours or 4 full days to get it done. However, once they were done, my website was loading lightning fast. It went down from 2.2 seconds to just 0.46 seconds. Yes, it took a long time for them to do these optimizations, and instead of using the existing Lightspeed Cache plugin to convert my images to the WebP format, they instead installed another plugin for that, making it a bit redundant. But it was free and it works. That's all that matters to me as a customer. For you as a user, this is great news. Most web hosting companies will straight up refuse to do any work on your website because their support only covers server-related issues, not website-related issues. So having built-in free services for this is extremely valuable if you're not planning on optimizing yourself. So the claims on the webpage are true. The service is fast and the support is great. But is it worth $25 a month, and can your money be better spent elsewhere? In essence, you can get the same performance for less, much less. For $250 a year or $25 a month, you're getting 1 CPU core and 5 GB of RAM. In my opinion, the closest competitor to this plan is A2 Hosting and their managed WordPress Run plan, which comes with 2 CPU cores and 4 GB of RAM for $10 a month. Or Hostinger's Cloud Professional plan with 4 CPU cores and 6 GB of RAM for $15 a month. The TTFB and total load time are pretty much identical with all 3 providers within a certain margin of error. Yes, WPX is faster, but not like super amazingly I'm gonna notice every single time I load my website faster. With Hostinger, you can buy 4 years in advance and use the coupon code Emit.Reviews for an extra 10% off. So it's a one-time payment of $650 for 4 years. Considering you don't even get a domain name with WPX, you would have to pay $13 a year extra for that, so it's another $50 over the same period. So in total, 4 years of WPX is $1,050, and A2 Hosting is $360, but that's for 3 years only. The only thing that WPX does better is support. Is that worth the extra money? In my opinion, not really. For the price difference, you can buy dedicated services that offer optimization or website creation instead of relying on the free support. And even if you don't plan to prepay and you want to pay monthly, A2 Hosting costs the same $25 a month when paid monthly, and it even comes with better hardware. Of course, Hostinger is another story. It's not really worth buying the Hostinger monthly plans. You're pretty much forced to prepay in advance. Since WPX is using Intel Xeon Gold 6321U processors released in 2019 with a single core performance coming in at 1755, and A2 Hosting is using AMD EPYC 7543P CPUs that came out in 2021, scoring 1865. A2 Hosting is around 10% better in terms of raw performance, and you get 2 CPU cores instead of 1. Multiple cores mean your websites can work on multiple tasks at the same time, meaning it's faster when you scale. So in my opinion, if you don't actually care for the $5 or $10 difference and do want to have peace of mind, go for it. WPX is a great provider. Like, if you buy one of their plans, they'll work perfectly. It's just expensive. Too expensive when compared to similar solutions. The best thing about WPX is the automation: installing WordPress, installing SSL certificates, requests for optimization, migration, temporary URLs, staging websites. Everything is done for you and is one button away. But it saves you like, what? 30 minutes of manual work if you know what you're doing, or 1 hour if you're following tutorials. And A2 Hosting, as well as Hostinger, do offer everything WPX is offering, except for the free optimizations, but at a better price. And if you don't feel confident setting everything up yourself, watch this video next, where I go step by step on how to properly configure a Hostinger plan in like 10 minutes. Or you can watch A2 Hosting tutorials on my channel as well. Anyways, links with discounts are in the description down below. Good luck hosting your websites, and I'll see you around.